Okay, let's talk about the future. And I mean the very near future. A world where what you see with your own eyes and what an AI understands are basically the same thing. A world where your own sight is supercharged by some seriously powerful artificial intelligence.
So, just imagine this for a second. You glance at some complicated piece of machinery, or a sign in a language you don't know, or even just the stuff in your own fridge, and you instantly get all the information you need. No typing, no searching. You just look, and you get it.
And look, this isn't some far off sci fi dream. Meta has just dropped a brand new AI called Muse Spark, and it's specifically built to be the engine that makes this exact vision a reality, turning things like smart glasses into true windows of understanding.
Okay, so let's get into it. What makes Muse Spark so different from, the chatbots we're all playing with? Well, the secret is in how it thinks. And the really cool part is that you can actually dial its intelligence up or down whenever you want. That phrase you see there, native multimodal reasoning, yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, right? But all it really means is that this AI was built from day one to understand more than just words. Its real power is in processing and making sense of visual information, the world you see through your glasses.
And this part? This is absolutely brilliant. Instead of a one-size-fits-all AI, you get to pick how deep it goes. Need a quick translation? Bam, you're in instant mode. Trying to figure out some gnarly math problem? Okay, switch it over to thinking mode. And for those really big, complex projects, contemplating mode basically unleashes a whole team of AIs to work on it together.
Okay, so 1/10. What is this about? Well, this little fraction right here, this is the secret sauce. This is the key that makes all of this possible. Not in some giant server farm, but on something you can actually wear on your face. So here's the bottom line. Muse Spark delivers results that are just as good, sometimes even better, than Meta's biggest, most powerful models. But it does it all using less than a tenth of the computing power. That efficiency, that's the game changer. That's what turns the idea of having a super brain in your glasses from a dream into an actual engineering reality. So with all that incredible power and efficiency, what would a day with this actually feel like? Let's stop talking tech specs and let's just imagine. Let's walk through the story of a day in this smarter future, starting right from the moment you wake up. Forget about pulling out your phone to scan barcodes. You could just glance at your breakfast and boom, a full interactive nutritional breakdown just pairs. Or maybe during a workout, you could literally see a real-time heat map showing you exactly which muscles you're working, making sure your form is perfect on every single rep. And get this isn't just some tech company taking a wild guess about health stuff. Meta's lab actually worked with over 1,000 doctors to build and fine-tune the AI's ability to reason about health. That gives it some serious credibility, you know? All right, morning's done. Let's fast forward to the afternoon. Our story continues, and we're moving from personal wellness to tackling some of those, super annoying problems we all face around the house.
Oh man, we've all been there, right? Staring at that absolute rat's nest of cables behind the TV, just feeling your brain melt. Well, with this tech, you could just look at the mess and ask your glasses for help.
And this table just lays it out perfectly. What you see is pure chaos. But the AI, it sees the exact same thing and instantly makes sense of it all. It identifies every device, every port, and gives you a simple step-by-step plan. All that confusion just vanishes. Or hey, what about putting together that IKEA bookcase? It's the same idea. The AI could look at the instructions, watch what you're doing, and tell you, whoa, hold on, that's the long screw, before you mess it all up. It's like having an expert who never gets tired of your questions. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, like life-changing stuff, but let's pump the brakes for a second and get real. How much of this can we do today, and how much is still on the horizon? The article we're looking at gives us a really important reality check. All of the above is just in theory. That's a direct quote from the source, and it's so important. Because we all know that what works perfectly in a lab, well, it doesn't always survive contact with the messy, real world. Yeah, there's a huge difference between a perfect lab setting and, your living room. You've got weird lighting that can mess with the sensors, your Wi-Fi might be slow, or maybe the instruction manual is ripped and coffee-stained. All that real-world mess can throw an AI for a loop. But, and this is a big but, here's where the story takes a really cool turn. The author of the article knew all this was theoretical, so they decided to test the underlying AI itself, just to see what it could do right now, today.
They sent the AI a single photo of a jumble of audio equipment, and the results? They were stunning. Not only did it identify every single piece correctly, but it also suggested multiple ways to connect them and even listed the exact cables needed for each setup. So while the full Smart Class experience is still coming, the core AI brain is already remarkably capable.
So what does this all mean? The big takeaway here is that this isn't just about another cool gadget. What we're talking about is a fundamental shift in our relationship with information and the physical world around us. No, really, think about that for a second. We're moving beyond the era of pulling out a phone and typing a question. This is about augmenting our own senses, about seeing the world with your device, with an intelligent co-pilot giving you context in real time. It's a true extension of our own perception. So, I'll leave you with this question. When your own sight and a powerful AI are no longer separate, but are fused together into a single collaborative team, what new things will you learn, create, or solve? What will you be able to achieve? It's a pretty exciting thought.